Hey, let's say you're a fan of Casey Neistat and his vlogs, but for whatever reason, this kind of a setup just isn't for you. All you got is your Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge smartphone. Can you vlog like Casey? And what do you have to do to get this up to par with this? Now, when comparing hands down out in the field usability, one of the most important things is the screen. The Neistat setup built around the Canon 70D comes with a tilt swivel screen. Quite simply, the best option for vlogging. From the side, from the front, from the back, up top, down low, nothing is a problem for this tilt swivel screen variant. Now, how about the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge? It of course has its rear camera. That's angle is wide enough that you can be sure that you're in frame holding this thing out in front of yourself at say arm's length, or using a selfie stick or a gorilla pod like this. But it also comes with a very good selfie cam that, by the way, has an angle that's even wider than what you're used to when using the rear camera. And it also features a QHD resolution, which is a step above Full HD, but still one step lower than 4K. This is honestly one of the best selfie cams I have ever used in a smartphone, and it's very usable for vlogging. So the only downside to this setup in that respect, when compared to the Neistat vlogging setup, is this. When you're located beside the camera, framing a shot precisely is impossible. It's rather guesswork. But apart from those situations, operating this thing is just a breeze and a lot of fun. Let's talk zoom range. Neistat famously uses the Canon 10-22mm wide-angle lens. I'm currently using a Tokina 11-16 on the wide end, which is 11mm. And as you can see, it is pretty wide. Now, the Samsung Galaxy S7, the regular camera without any additional tech, that's comparable to approximately 17-18mm on a crop factor camera like the 70D. As you can see, it's a wide angle. There's no problem getting yourself in frame, but still, if you want to get the Neistat look, there's something you can do to make this happen. And this is what it looks like, the Samsung lens cover. It's pretty much a cover that has a mount up here for two lenses. Don't mind this, by the way, this is Velcro. Now the lens cover kit, it's a wide angle lens and a tele lens. The wide angle lens just screws onto the cover, remove the cap, and you have a wide angle lens. Now, using this wide-angle converter, I know Samsung calls it a lens, but technically it's a converter. However, using this will give you pretty much an image that's similar to using like a 10-11mm on a crop sensor camera, like the 70D that Neistat uses. So this comes actually pretty close to the visual you're used to from Neistat's vlogs when he goes all wide-angle. Now, something else that Neistat really likes to do is zooming in while shooting, like this. You can do it with this setup, of course, because it's a zoom lens, but you cannot do it on the smartphone. But there's something you can do to a certain extent. And that is, instead of using the wide-angle converter or the regular S7 Edge camera, you can use the second lens, which looks like this. This is the Teleconverter. So this gives you an image that's comparable to about a 28mm on a crop factor camera. You cannot do it with a zoom, but you can change lenses while you're recording and later in post-production jump cut. Or just show what it looks like to change the lenses. Let's talk video autofocus. Canon 70D, dual pixel autofocus from Canon, face detect for the whole sensor. But as you can see in the comparison right here, the Galaxy S7 Edge's camera outperforms the 70Ds. I gotta say though, that I didn't test the 70D with a native Canon lens, and I do know from experience that they focus faster, especially the STM lenses with the stepping motors. But still, from experience, I can tell you the Galaxy S7 Edge beats the Canon, even with native Canon lenses in video mode. One problem though, I did do extensive testing of video autofocus for my review for the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. In short, at 60 frames per second, video autofocus performance drops significantly, dramatically, astonishingly. I don't know what the problem is, maybe I got a production model, but if this is the same case across the board, it's a downer. Because if you were hoping to combine fluid motion up to 60 frames per second with exceptional video autofocus performance, this combination unfortunately just doesn't seem to work on the Galaxy S7 Edge. Now, low light performance. And of course, let's make this quick, the smartphone gets smoked. The Galaxy S7 Edge has good low light performance for a smartphone, but of course, compared to a DSLR, even if it's a crop factor camera, it loses. Let's talk audio quality. The Neistat setup famously uses an external shotgun mic that, depending on its quality, will do a really good job in picking up your voice when you're talking into the camera. Now, the S7 Edge's internal audio is pretty good. It's very decent actually for a smartphone, but when vlogging, you still might want to up your game. Rode video Video Mic ME. It's a small shotgun microphone that's especially designed for mobile devices like smartphones and tablets. This back part comes off and is used to clamp the microphone to the device. Just connect it to the S7 Edge's earphone jack and then clamp it to your smartphone until it looks like this. Now, using the Rode Video Mic ME on the Galaxy S7 Edge, your voice should be louder, it should be clearer, and altogether, it just should be a nicer experience to listen to your vlog's audio. Now, something else that Neistat really likes to do is framing himself in a shot and then pointing at stuff in the background. Of course, the tilt swivel screen of his backup perfectly allows him to do just that. Now, using the Samsung Galaxy S7's rear camera, obviously, there's no way to pull that off. What you can do though is use the selfie cam, switch the Rode Video Mic ME around, and record yourself this way. And this way, it's very easy and very possible to point at different stuff in the background, like Neistat does, and still have the great quality audio. It's actually pretty convenient to emulate his style of vlogging. So if you liked the video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up, it'd be greatly appreciated. Any kind of comment or feedback is welcome, and I'll try to answer as quickly as possible. If you feel like supporting the channel, definitely check out the video description. There might be some product links that are interesting for you. In any case, thank you so much for your time, thank you for watching, and see you in another video.